Number 3, Martin Dixon Green. Number 6, Lucy Wilson. Number 7, Darren Walker. And number 32, Nathan Haney. The team is coached by Rohan Roberts and assisted by Lamar Dixon. And now for the white team. Starting with 0, Ricky Shefford. Number 4, Trey Brewer. Number 10, Steve Vernon. Number 13, Anthony Otley. And completed by number 25, Jonathan Parker. The team is coached by Jonathan Parker and assisted by Tim Elliott. And PCS
with Sean Grant, we'll be bringing you coverage of this game all the way to the very end. Sean,
I'm here.
Want to make mention of the coach of the Rivers team.
Why?
A winning coach in his other league that he's the coach of. Which school?
Calabar.
And they did what?
They won a game.
Okay. All right.
Well, you're seeing the Rivers and the Waves here. And the big man, though, he was blocked. He said he was fouled, though. But though he was fouled by Vernon. Second time these two teams are meeting. Brilliant move that was from Shufford to the rim.
Well, now we're going to talk about what we're expecting. And we're expecting Shufford to do a lot more of that. We're expecting Brewer to be even more impactful than he has been before, because this Rivers team needs a win tonight.
Dixon. Put up jumper from Dixon. A block from Vernon, not for the first time. Moving well is Otley. Without the ball, swings it on the right. And taking the shot was Parker. But missing all ends up. Berhanen, no look pass. This to the man who can do high jump, Shane Wilson, who will go to the line to shoot two. National representative as a junior in the high jump category, track and field.
Yeah, well, he's showing us athleticism right there. Did a little pump and almost got it to fall, but still a good finish there from the high jumper, you say?
Yeah. So just looking on the starting five, this for the Rivers in green. In white, pardon me, don't know why I said green. In white. Vernon, Otley, Shufford, Parker, and Brewer. That's the starting five. It has been for the entire competition. Oh, Otley moving well. You must say that the Rivers are searching for their first win. They've played their first 3 games. They've lost their first 3 games. But they have looked competitive in this competition.
Well, they certainly need to come away with a win tonight, and Coach Ludlow Barker should be coming off that energy from his previous win. So let's see what happens.
Well, let's see what Parker has up his sleeve. Oh, almost gave it away. Was a sleeveless. Otley puts the ball on the floor. Trying to go through to Berhanen, stands strong in defense. He goes around Berhanen and lays it in. Otley means business. Now, he scored about 41 points when the two teams met.
Yes.
In those first 2 quarters, it was the Rivers who were leading. In the next 2, here came the Waves. The Waves, by the way.
Okay.
Shufford. Oh, it's taken away. Poked away this by Walker, the 7-footer.
Well, you did talk about his soft touches, which means he had that nice little soft
Well, he had to
steal.
be soft there in that play, though. He couldn't be aggressive. He would have called for the foul. But in terms of when he goes towards the rim, I think he needs to be aggressive a bit more. A steal from Berhanen.
Crashing defense there by the Waves. They're not letting anything come in easy.
And he finishes. Berhanen has looked exceptional all tournament long. He's in the race for the MVP, you may call it.
Battle between Otley and Berhanen over there.
Shufford.
Physical battle.
He goes the other way. Referee Bolaños, we spoke about, who did a little bit of dandy shandy.
So I think I see what's happening here and what Coach Barker has started off with. Interesting move is that Otley is never going to leave the side of Berhanen.
Defensively.
Defensively.
Let's see if that will work. Dixon. Oh, to Shufford. However, Shufford is not on his team. Bounce pass outside to Parker for three. Oh, nothing but the net. Berhanen being harassed somewhat by Parker. Still Berhanen. Showing his ball handling skill, goes around Parker.
Oh,
it
comes
goes
down
to the
hard.
court hard. The whistle came before, though, the attempt. As Vernon comes over, and you rest his palm on his chest. Maybe he has some magical palms. He's been helped up by Wilson, his teammate. In a bit of pain, though.
Well, he did come down really hard on his back. So
I don't think he broke his fall. Akade, the number 32 jersey for the Waves.
Well, whatever happens, whoever is going to end up guarding Berhanen is not going to have an easy game.
Akade can't finish. Otley comes away with it. Swings it outside for Brewer. And misses the three, though. Brewer, and it goes the other way. Akade not liking that decision, or loving it, he should say, because it's his ball, but he was shouting after referee Bolaños made that call.
He was cheering.
Yes, he was. So, Wilson has options. Akade swings it on the left to Dixon Green, puts it on the floor. No, Otley was there, was trying to lob it to Walker, read well by Otley.
Do not underestimate the jump of that guy.
No, he does not get the drop.
But he gets the rebound.
Parker for three, and again at the same spot. I'm reminiscing, am I not?
Yes, you are. I remember that.
Oh, my word. Dishes it out to Dixon Green. Dixon Green misses, all ends up Shufford going for the rebound. As Wilson pokes it away and says, will be Rivers possession.
Well, we have seen this from the Rivers, where they had a good start in the last game, and they really need a win here tonight.
Well, they have good starts in mostly all their games. As I said before, when these two teams met on that opening day, it was always about the Rivers. They led 29-19, they led 53-46, and then in the third quarter, it all went haywire because 79-71 was the lead for the Waves, and they continued their path to win 192.
Wow.
So they led for the first two quarters. There, see Ludlow Barker giving his instructions. Yes, he's a high school coach. Yes, he's been around for a very long time in the club arena. And he's a very vocal coach and animated most times, not at times, most times.
Okay. I guess he's just trying to get his point across.
Yeah, I guess he is.
12-5 your score this evening, where the Rivers are rolling over the waves.
Oh, come on, not a roll just yet. They're just starting going down the hill.
Oh, okay. So it's just a splash.
Now you're in the pool. Otley using his right hand to get the bit of Berhanen. But he lost the handle. But again now for 3. Oh, he gets it in. Parker, not his first, not his second, his third three on the night.
Oh, and Berhanen loses it out of bounds.
Comes off his leg.
Otley and Berhanen getting into it. This is what I said before.
Well, Otley and Berhanen. Going toe-to-toe, you may call it, physically. Otley. Oh, going around the Walker and banking it in.
Well, he's showing some flashes now of why he made 41 points in the opening game and why he's consistently in double digits in the scoring category.
Berhanen, that was Walt Wilson losing the handle. Is poked away from his grasp. Eyes on Wilson. Number 11 coming in for the Rivers. I'll tell you his name in a very short
That would be Kerrick Davis.
Davis, indeed.
6'11" out of Jamaica.
And 11 coming in for the Waves. That's Levy. Ball loved, ball poked away by Parker.
Referee Bolaños on top of that.
A lot of chirping going on in the National Arena for this second game. First one by Horizon, pull-up jumper from Berhanen, and he makes it.
Back to his scoring ways. You can never keep him down for too long.
Long pass down court. Otley. Otley moving well with his feet. Tussling, fighting for the possession, but coming away with it. Looks to me. Telling a very short while. In the meantime, Berhanen dishes inside and trying to finish like Parks, and he could not.
Oh, big man needs to be a little bit stronger with that, as Otley makes a nice turnaround move and has it blocked by Akade.
Well, it's going to be Rivers possession. Yes, it's Parks who came on, number 12.
So the two Canadians met in not a nice way just now.
Whoa, fighting hard.
Was Davis.
Davis. Levy. Berhanen. Just outside. Being marshaled somewhat by Parker. Goes by Parker. A jumper. Not hitting it, but a rebound gathered. This by Davis. Shufford. Holds up his runs, cuts inside, goes towards the rim, and
nice,
finishes.
Mr.
Sweep
Shufford.
around Parks. Shufford standing strong. Dixie Green, Parks. Then Levy. A jumper from Levy. Oh, that's a near ball.
Way off.
Brewer carries the ball up court. Stepping across was Dixie Green. Stopping his run. Otley. A floater from Otley.
He's giving it to you from all angles. He can drive it straight. He can do the floater. He can hit the J. Mr. Otley is showing you his offensive repertoire today.
Well, poked away. Being very aggressive is Parker defensively. Not allowing Berhanen to be comfortable on the court at all. And here you see Parker again on Berhanen.
Well, what they're doing, they're trying to interrupt the rhythm of the Waves team by putting Berhanen under some duress.
Akade with that jumper, the rebound, Shufford, and coming off the hand of Parks, going outside, so it will be
Rivers ball.
Rivers ball.
So if I'm to say what they said in the locker room, I'm just guessing that they would have said, listen, let the other players beat us, not Berhanen. So they're up on him, they're up in his face. The defense against Berhanon is a lot more physical than it is against the other players. So they're trying to make the rest of the Waves team do the work.
Oh, sweet three. This by the man called Parker. Not the first, not the second, not the third, but it's fourth of the match. Parker has come to the three-point party, as we saw not one, not two, but only 3 or 4 players in the first game at that three-point party. You weren't invited, neither was I.
We had to watch from the sidelines.
Exactly, but Parker has come to the party.
Yes, he has. But right now, what we're seeing is a sliver of what could possibly be called the Haka-Hanan.
The Haka-Hanan.
Yeah. But in the NBA, they had the Haka-Shack.
Yeah.
It looks like a Haka-Hanan.
Well, they're trying to make him uncomfortable because he leads from the front with this team, part of the efficient backboard or backbone in terms of the guards. Himself and Dixon Green have been rated as two of the better guards in the league.
Yes, they are. And if that's the case, we're really going to have to see some more from Dixon Green and the rest of the Waves team. They're going to have to come alive and take the pressure off of Berhanon and open back the floor so Berhanon can get back to his scoring and playing ways.
So, referee has halted the play in this first quarter as it winds down for the second game of the doubleheader, Rivers and the Waves. And the Rivers.
As we see another big man for the Rivers team check in.
Oh,
that's
come on.
Calhoun.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Black. Because you know that he's not young at all.
He's actually the shortest player on the.
I was wondering what big man you were talking about.
I was talking about number 15, Jordan Calhoun.
Black has been playing a long time now.
Otley making no mistake on that first.
Indeed.
And we look at the 2 7-footers over there, Walker and Calhoun.
And making the second. We're going to score now to 26-8. Has another chance, though, to step it up to 27.
And does so with ease.
Checking to see if it's 26 or 27. Just checking the score line, though. Make sure. It is 26-8. I was rushing it just a bit.
So Coach Robinson bringing in another point guard who seems to be having some trouble with his handles.
What a defensive move that is by Parker. Has been everywhere.
Jermaine
Otley,
Brown
pull up
losing
3
it.
for Otley. And he makes it. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? We have seen drive to the basket. We have seen floaters, crossovers, bank it home. Now we're seeing 3-pointers from Otley.
Doing it from everywhere.
Berhanon.
Now looking a little panicky.
Reach and fall by Black. So Calhoun, a big man in terms of height.
So not getting what he wanted out of Jermaine Brown, Coach Robinson goes back quickly with Akade.
Yeah.
And a timeout taken by Coach Barker.
Well, 29-8 in this first quarter. The Rivers are certainly splashing and dashing, and Rivers will normally do that.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Flow.
Well, they're splashing and dashing right now.
There's something happening right there. Coach Robinson not happy at all with his players.
If you're down by 21 points at the opening quarter, would you be happy?
I am thanking the crystal ball, which has settled your mind. Seems like math is coming back. 29-8, and you get it off the boat. 21-point lead.
Absolutely.
You were skipping and hopping earlier on in that opening game, but now you're on your game.
I'm settled. I'm ready. I'm settled and I'm ready.
Settled like Coach Robinson, sitting down, having a word. This player's not liking what he's seeing on the scoreboard. or from his players on the court.
No, they're not looking like the Waves team that won their last game.
Yeah.
But he's a gentleman who has come ready to play, and that's the number 25 there for the Rivers team, Jonathan Parker.
Parker is saying that the commentators are stressing too much on other players and not realizing that he's in the house. So what he's doing tonight is showcasing his ability, showcasing his talent to the commentators and the spectators to say, hey, speak about me because I am here. Akada, he's fouled.
Well, Mr. Parker, you will be spoken about, and you have made your you have made your point, or should I say points?
Maybe you should. So the two, Michael Johnson and Bolaños, is two referees having a word. I'm speaking to the assistant coach of the Rivers. Don't know what went wrong there. Hopefully we'll find out what's happening. But Bolaños speaking to the two players, Parker and Otley, who both have been leading the charge in the scoring department in this first quarter for the Rivers.
Yes, they have, and they've been doing a great job of it, so much so that you wonder what kind of answer the Waves can have for these two. There's no stopping Otley.
None whatsoever.
Once he gets it, he's in go mode.
At this present time, though, in the first quarter, the game has just started. Let's see what will happen here.
So here's a man we need to expect some things from, and we need to see some things from.
Well, Dixon Green went on Brewer, but a rebound gathered by Calhoun. Otley twisting and turning, showing his ball handling skills. Then to Black. Well, the screen set, and Black threw it all up, but the rebound by Otley, and that's a block shot by Walker, but that was coach close to goaltending.
Oh yeah, really close, really close.
Was it on the way down in your eyesight, in your vision, in your thought?
My line of sight, it was on the way down. It had actually just apexed and was just coming down.
Well, guess what? He's a tall individual, Mr. Walker, and that's ruled as a block. And I'm going with the referees.
Well, we'll have to take what they say, but right now what's happening, this gentleman here,
Berhanen,
he's trying to do what he needs to do, but he's under pressure. And I think as well, he needs to start looking to his teammates, and they need to start presenting themselves. He's not getting the vision that they're presenting themselves in places that he can drop it off, give them the pass, get them to move, get them to the hoop. So he's trying to do a lot more than I think he's able to do right now, especially with the Hakahanen in effect.
Yeah. You're Hakahanen. Otley. Brewer. Turns around sweetly. Jumper from Brewer.
Everybody's feeling it on this Rivers team.
Dandy from Brewer. Akade. Dixon Green. Puts the ball on the floor. Then find the big man.
That's why he's in there.
And he's blocked by Calhoun. Otley swings it outside for Brewer for three. And he rattled it in. Dixon Green calling for a timeout. But the coach says no. Let's play to the end. Berhanen for three. It's short. The shortest man in the arena, Mr. Black, gained that rebound. Otley. Swing dishes it out to Brewer. Brewer again for three. Misses
not this time.
No, not at all.
Wasn't a bad look though, but just not this time.
Dixon Green does not like how his team is playing, was calling for rebound. Find the big man, Walker can't finish.
Again he's blocked.
Oh my word, the cheers go out. Otley changes, attacks the rim, rebound is there to answer the call.
Jordan Johnson, JJ.
Yeah. So 36-10 in this first quarter. Berhanen, no look pass, finding the big man under the rim, who finishes. Finally! Walker finishes.
Ah, wow. I almost saw a travel, though. Almost.
You almost got your passport.
But almost doesn't count.
Yeah, that's all. So it will be Walker at the line, trying to complete a three-point play.
37-12 is the present score. Or is it 36-12?
Well, you'll soon see. As completed a three-point play.
So it's definitely 13.
So let's see. Well, making that three-point play, 36-13.
36-13.
Brewer. Coming off the hand of Brewer. I thought, though, Bolaños said it was going to be Brewer and Rivers' ball. I thought he pointed left, but then he pointed to the right. Good defensive work by Akade. Dixon Green. Coach Robinson, at the lower end of your screen a short while ago, giving instructions. Dixon Green cuts inside, goes towards the rim, and goes all the way.
Mr. Dixon Green.
Otley started out hot. Can he finish the fourth quarter
Yes.
in that fashion?
That's the ask, and that's the hope.
This is out.
Jordan Johnson there.
Back over to Otley. Then to Black. Black, he goes way up, can't finish. The rebound, brilliantly done. And then it is Dixon Green with the rebound. Quick outlet to Berhanen, who was fouled, and he does not finish as he wanted to. But he shoot two at the line. Brewer with a reach-in foul.
Berhanen wanted to finish that because he wanted a three-point play. They do need points on the board. Regardless of what it looks like, this is still a 21-point lead.
Yeah, indeed. A.J. Johnson, Calhoun at the line with Otley. Miss, making the first.
That's a shooter's roll right there.
Yes, it is. Berhanen for the second. Makes them both. J.J. James. So at least 2 seconds on the clock. Otley for three. This is all ends up. And that's the end of the first quarter. 36-17 in favor of the Rivers, rocking and rolling over the Waves in this first quarter. Your thoughts, my good friend, C.C. Courtney Campbell.
Let's go back to your original phrase and say splashing and dashing. They were doing everything and everything correctly. I liked what I saw from Otley. He came as a man determined to make a statement, and he did exactly that. He gave it to you from every different point on the floor that you could think of. He made threes, he drove hard, he pulled up for jumpers, and he was playing defense. So the Waves definitely had a lot to deal with just Otley. But it wasn't just Otley, because also out there were the rest of his teammates. Parker, who was just hitting it and lighting it up from different sides of the floor.
Can you believe Parker this evening?
I would never have thought that he would have come alive this way, but certainly we're liking what we're seeing from him there.
4 threes on the trot.
As for the Waves, whoa, what a lot to happen. The defense of the Rivers is making it difficult for Berhanen to get into his rhythm. With that, it means the rest of the Waves have a lot to do to try and keep the game in check. And it's not happening. Dixon Green made a couple of drives, got one to fall, but not enough. Lushane Wilson, not sure what's happening with the jumper right there. He went high, but not finishing. We have Forbes, who came in and tried to make some things happen. Akade we're hoping for. Jermaine Brown gave us some minutes and didn't give Coach Robinson what he wanted. So let's see what happens if they can get this thing to work.
Well, let's look at the team. Call the Waves. Coming back on the court, Akade, Wilson, Berhanen, Dixon Green, and the big man, Walker. That's the 5 on the court for the Waves in the green.
And I forgot to mention that Otley's teammate, Shufford, was also very present in the game.
Yeah, he is. He's in and out sometimes at games. Being harassed somewhat by Akade. Shufford with the ball. Lays it off now to the big man himself, Parker. Otley cuts inside. A floater. Oh, could not finish. Rebounded by Akade, who finds Berhanen quickly. Swings it to the left for Dixon Green for three. And rebounded by Vernon, who's back on the court. This for the Rivers. Parker. Oh, foul comes. He lays it up. Vernon was there, but the whistle came before. Will he go to the line, though? Was he shooting anything? I don't think he was shooting anything. Come on, you wanted to,
referee Carlos
to buy the
says,
referee.
No, come out here. Take it out here.
Oh, my. Shufford. Oh, that's a big block by Walker. Berhanen. This is inside, under the rim. This to Levy, not Levy, pardon me, to Wilson, who has a chance for a three-point play because he banked it in off the glass.
We need a lot more of this from Wilson, and we need a lot more connection between the Waves team. They need to be a lot more in sync.
You know the group. You know the group in sync?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a couple of years ago, though.
Just what you said a while ago.
They broke up, didn't they?
I should think so. You said the group needs to be in sync. So I'm just going with what you said. Shufford trying to dance his way in. Parker now for the Rivers. Otley turns around, has Dixon Green. When the whistle comes, oh, traveling, seen by Michael Johnson, the referee.
Otley definitely didn't like that call.
Like it or not, it's a turnover. Quick release by Wilson to Berhanen, going towards the line and can't finish. Can't get the better of Vernon. He should have given it to
his big man there.
Shufford lays it up and in with the left hand. He's showing the right, but he used his left.
And Berhanen is trying to get his game going, but he really needs to get his players involved.
Yeah. Dixon Green, spin move, heavy, and rebound by Shufford. A bounce pass out to Otley. That's the outlet. Otley bounces inside. And
there's going to be a travel right there.
Waved off the basket.
Come on.
Johnson with a travel. So the last two plays, travel. So seem like the Rivers, they want to leave the arena.
They want to go places.
Yeah, they do. Dixon Green.
Took his dribble up way too early.
Oh, a steal.
And that's what resulted in this.
Brilliantly done by Parker. And an easy layup.
They're coming apart at the seams right here.
Well, they have been aggressive under the rim.
And blocked by Vernon.
Brilliant block that was by Vernon. Shufford again, trying to finish, but Otley has it. Coming back in the defense. Otley goes around Akade.
They're going to call
offensive
a foul. Yeah, he gripped him.
Use the left hand to push him around, out of the way. So he turned around and used the left hand to just hold him back as he went around Akade. See by referee Melanios. Melanios says, I've seen that over and over again in my country.
Lots of jawing there from Parker. Trying to get into the head of Berhanen.
Dixon Green. Wilson puts the ball on the floor, trying to go around Johnson, and he does just that. Fights himself to gain those 2 points. This for the Waves.
Any points they get are hard-fought points.
Oh, for three, Otley does not get the finish. Rebounded by Walker. Berhanen goes around one, goes around two, dishes out on the right. Akade for three, rebounded. Vernon. A lob inside. There's a Shufford, stepped outside.
What
Said he
what
traveled.
is Shufford asking the referee right there?
Asking.
Who moved the line?
No, he's asking him. Said he slipped. What he said, he slipped.
Okay.
So if you slip, why don't you get the person to get the broom?
He
the
just
mop?
showed them that it needs to be mopped. He's not supposed to mop it.
No, not him.
Okay.
And I guess the official.
They're waiting until somebody gets a mop.
No, man, the expert is coming on the court.
Okay. There it
So
is.
the mopping. Should get his name though. I don't want to call him the mopping expert.
The mopster?
Oh, Lord. What should I do with Courtney? One
So
thing I
here's the
can.
question. If he didn't slip, would he have gone out still? He seemed to have landed pretty awkward to me.
Yes, he would have.
And I don't see how he could have kept that, but
Well, if he slipped, he slipped.
he slipped. All right. So he managed to give everybody a breather.
I don't think he slipped. I think he slipped. Oh, going towards the rim was Dixon Green, and doing the garbage work was LaShane Wilson under the rim. This for the Waves.
So even when they get a clear look, because that was a clear look,
By both.
they're not finishing.
By Dixon Green and Wilson.
And Wilson.
Find the big man. Akade. Dixon Green. Puts the ball on the floor. Going towards the rim. Can't finish again. Brewer comes up with it.
Wow.
Parker.
All kinds of trouble
No, the
there.
pass to Brewer for put up three. In and out. Rebounded by Johnson. Back to Brewer
So
for
he'll do
another
it again.
attempt. And he makes it
And
this time around.
So we know what they were working on during their practice sessions.
Well, guess what? It's a 22-point lead. Berhanen. Oh, does he get the roll? He does. And the foul, a chance for a three-point play.
Nothing easy. They're not getting easy buckets.
So 43-23. Berhanen 9 points on the night so far. We are in the second quarter.
If the Rivers can keep this up, wow.
That's your response?
That's my
I'm
response.
sitting here waiting on your response. If the Rivers can keep this up, and I'm looking over to see what you're going to say.
I'm going to say wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, he completes the three-point play, Berhanen. Gone on to 10 points, double figures. Shufford for the Rivers, carries the ball up court. Holds his run. Levy's there, dishes out to Johnson. Then to Brewer, top of the key. Want to set the screen, puts the defense in the air, takes the jump shot. Mistimed by Johnson, rebounded by Berhanen. Put up jumper for Berhanen. Oh, Tussin for the rebound, and Brewer stepped on the line.
Stays with the Waves.
Yes, it does.
But I just realized that Calhoun is pretty quick. He chased back down court in seconds.
Forbes on the court. Brewer.
Parker.
Put up jump, put up three. Does not make it though. So Forbes on the court. This for the Waves. Goes towards the rim, misses all, ends up. Everything plus the kitchen sink. Parker. For the Rivers. Berhanen. Marshalling. Parker with a jumper. Oh, with a rebound by Berhanen. 43-24. 19-point lead, lobbed inside. This is a big man who can't finish.
Goodness.
Who can't finish.
It's
That's
just
Walker.
not working.
Shufford for the Rivers. Shufford outside, Key. Parker then swings it now to Johnson for three.
Oh.
And I can't comment.
I'm gonna let you comment on that. I'm not touching that.
Well, guess what? It's out of its range, it seems like. Then for three, again another air ball. And then trying to finish, finally finishing, is Walker.
What is the
I
call
know.
there? That
They
looks
call
like
it for a travel.
shot clock violation or traveling.
2-in-1. If you want a 2-in-1, you just got it a while ago. So another turnover. Shufford for the Rivers. No look pass inside to Johnson. Back outside to Black. Skips by 2
Oh,
and
yes,
floats
that's a
in.
very nice floater over the top. Black showing some reminiscence of a slight sky hook. It wasn't really a sky hook, it was just a floater.
Oh, that
Or
was
a
the
runner, I should say.
Yeah. And Berhanen going to the floor again, not for the first time this game. Being helped up by Wilson. And
He's being hacked. He's being fouled. He's not getting anything easy.
I'm not going to say that, though. What I'm going to say, he's being played aggressive. They're playing him aggressive.
Okay, he's being played aggressive.
Yeah, but
Okay.
hacked and fouled and no, I'm not going to say.
Right. He's been to the
fouled,
line several times.
Yes,
so
he has
been fouled.
Yes, he has, but not
Yeah.
how you expressed it. Makes the first.
I think there is a Hakahanen theory going on out.
I think they're just playing him aggressive. And makes the second. Berhanen, the lead scorer.
But
the
everybody
Waves.
knows that when that happens, the rest of your team has to step in. They
Bro.
have to start scoring, and they have to start moving without the ball and moving with the ball and making the plays.
Well, Shufford missing that 3, rebounded by Wilson. Berhanen carries the ball up court for the Waves. Switches hand from right to left. And back
To who?
to who? He was saying, though, he should have moved to that corner, Mr. Forbes.
Breakdown on aisle 13.
That seems like aisle 0. Poor passes coming from the Waves. Berhanen. Brewer. Turn around, jump up. Does not make it. Rebound. And Forbes comes away with it. Going by 2 defenders. Using his speed. Berhanen for 3. He makes it. Nothing but the net.
Okay.
Nothing but the net. Inside. Oh, he cuts out that pass. A steal by Berhanen. Oh, a lob. Another careless pass again.
Was the pass careless, or were the receivers not ready? There's a question I ask.
When playing a game, you'd want your players to reach a certain position. You can't want. You have to read what they're doing while you're doing. So the fact is maybe they're not in the position that you're passing it to, so you make the adjustment. It
Those
looks good.
two players,
Go ahead.
those two players were in the perfect position to receive whatever pass that was made to them, because they were the only 2 players closest to the backboard. They were behind the defense. The defense was too far ahead, committed to Berhanen coming, so the lob over was the right pass. Were they ready for it? I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Forbes literally watched it go over him and didn't really make an attempt to get it.
Well, his outstretched left arm was there, though.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. His outstretched left arm was there.
Okay. All right. But I know they have a lot more basketball than that, and I need them to wake up and start doing it. This
You
is
need
what I
them to do that.
I need them to do that
Okay.
because they need to make a game of this.
What about the support? They don't need them to do that?
I guess they do.
Why are you thinking selfish?
Well, maybe Ron Robinson needs them to do that.
That's something different. In the meantime, Shufford going towards the line and finishing. Brilliantly done by Shufford. A chance for a 3-point play. And he sends a love to the crowd.
Saying this is what I do.
Not for the first time in his last game, he was sending love to the crowd in his loss.
Well, everybody has a signature, and I guess his was a blowing of some kisses to the audience.
Well, I would not like to be in that audience. Another foul issue too.
So here's a question. Why would you allow the player to miss
Gain
his
the
free throw,
Yeah.
get the rebound, and then you foul him?
Simple basketball, not boxing out. Simple. Simple. You come right down the lane to get that rebound. Not that the rebound came way ballooned and came to you.
It was right there.
Exactly. But he makes the first. So I can say a chance for a 4-point play.
Oh,
Because he
boy.
gained the rebound.
Oh, boy.
And was fouled. It's a 4 unanswered points if he scores this. And he does.
Wow.
Berhanen, spot up 3. Does not make it this time around. Rebounded between Black and Shufford. Both are on the same team. Black realized that it was someone in white had the ball, then he let go. Brewer. Fighting Otley for 3. Puts the ball on the floor. No look past the Black for 3. Rim. Rebounded by Forbes. It goes on a canter. Oh, almost lost it. Almost a backward violation. But a foul outside the arc.
Holding foul called on Otley.
So it will be Waves ball. Second quarter, Berhanen goes to the left, goes by 1, goes by 2,
Oh my
and
goodness,
can't finish.
that's a run he normally finishes well.
Shufford going from coast to coast, but no, says Wilson, you're going from coast to land, not from coast to coast.
Ah, Mr. Wilson was there.
Looks on. It will be Rivers possession, Rivers ball, Shufford.
Dixon Green replaces.
Otley gave it away.
Here comes Forbes.
Almost lost the handle, realizing no one was going alongside to his left. Dixon Green.
He's in for Berhanen.
Lobs it to inside
Oh.
and gets the roll.
Nice roll there from David Thomas.
The big man Thomas. Otley. Oh, blocking foul.
Called on Wilson.
Yes, indeed. 2:58 on the clock in the second quarter. The first half coming to a close.
Akade checking back in as well. Levy checks out.
Otley, Shufford. Inside Akade doing the defensive. We're trying to close him down though, dishing to Otley. Ball went outside. 2 turnovers from Otley.
The Waves team doing a lot of standing around on defense, which is allowing all of those drives and cuts from Otley and Shufford. They're not going to get it done if they keep doing that.
Forbes, oh my word.
Wow.
Poor communication between Thomas
Wow.
and Forbes.
Thomas coming to set the pick and Forbes trying to send the pass.
I'm thinking that he was using his strength to back down his defender. Otley lays it off for a jumper. That was short. Was that a shot? Otley once more cuts inside. It goes to the rim and finishes.
Who can stop this man?
Well, Davis with that shot earlier on, an air ball. Dixon Green for 3. Oh, it's tipped in by Forbes. Forbes tipping in as poor defensive positioning from Brewer and Shufford. Shufford top of the key.
Pick set by Davis.
Pull up jumper, short, rebounded by Forbes. Lays it off for Dixon Green. Cuts inside.
Has it knocked away, but picked up by Forbes.
So Wilson with an air ball. Expected, not his range. Shufford swings it to Brewer for 3. It's short.
It's a 2-on-2 break.
Offensive foul.
Wow.
Offensive foul.
Yes.
The left arm push it off.
He pushed the hand. Yeah.
Could have gone either way, though. It was fully extended, the left arm. But it did push off, though, but...
You did mention it in the last game that that's kind of how Dixon Green picked up a number of fouls in the last game.
Yeah. Black for the Rivers. ball handling maestro.
Oh, loses it out of bounds. And if you're just tuning in, we are here in Kingston, Jamaica, inside the National Arena for the Elite One Caribbean Basketball Winter Season, Day 4, Game 2 on this day.
Do you know why I'm laughing?
I don't know. Why are you
Commentator's
laughing?
curse.
What is
I
that?
just said the ball handling maestro, and he just threw it away. In the meantime, Dixon Green going to the rim. The whistle, though. And he looks exhausted, Dixon
They
Green.
do look, they look wasted. I think they can't wait for halftime.
I think they can.
I don't think they should. They
Well-
need to just get to halftime, go sit somewhere, gather, regroup, get it together.
Well, let's see. As number 6 being introduced is for the Rivers.
That number 6.
Dixon Green being harassed by Otley, goes around Otley, thought about putting up, swings the ball outside for 3 for Forbes. It's the rim, and the 3 persons converts in a green uniform, could not put it in. So the rebound by Davis. Otley. Time winding down for the closure of the second quarter. The first half can't finish. Rebounded by Wilson. Akade. The pick set and throws it out right, laying it off to Thomas. It rolls in and out. Then he got the rebound and put it back in on the day, Mr. Thomas.
6'8".
Otley, 3 seconds on the clock. Brewer for 3 to close out, and he does just that.
Boy.
He closed out the second quarter and the first half with the Rivers rocking and rolling, splashing and dashing. 53-35. What a game we're having in this arena. Not necessarily close between the two, but
Coach.
exciting. A closure to the second quarter.
Indeed, indeed. Coach Barker, all smiles, laughing even. Didn't look that way in the last game, though. But happy to say, he's had himself a win, and now he's having himself a whale of a time, splashing and dashing over the, the Waves team. Waves, on the other hand, needing to find some chemistry, needing to find something. They need an answer. They need something bad. But I think we're going to take a break.
Yeah, we're going to take a break and come back for the second half, the third quarter in this intriguing matchup. 53-35, the Rivers, they lead over the Waves. Courtney Campbell, Sean Grant in the house. The M1 production is here doing a splendid work on a Wednesday evening. E1 Caribbean Basketball League, the what?
Winter season 2023.
We'll be back.
We're number 6.
I don't know. Let me say.
You have that number?
Welcome back to the beautiful island of Jamaica, the land of food and water. This for the Elite One Caribbean Basketball League Day 4 action. A double header, the second game of 2 on the grounds of Independence Park Limited, which houses the National Arena. The winter season, Sean Grant alongside Courtney Campbell in the house to bring you a second half action. This between the Rivers and the Waves. The Rivers leading 53-35 over the Waves. The Rivers are searching for their first win, and this is their 4th match.
Indeed, and the Waves are wondering what's happening. They're being overrun, flooded even, by the Rivers and the play from the Rivers players. And it's looking like the Rivers are trying to stay in a position to get their first win, as you have asked.
Well, guess what? If you're just joining our broadcast, the Waves are in green and white, the Rivers in blue and white, or white and blue. Berhanen going towards the rim. He's fouled. He'll shoot 2 from the line.
Starting the second half the way he ended the first, where he's just trying to find a way to get some points on the board and get his game going. He has not been in rhythm. He has not been the Berhanen that we've seen in the first 3 games. So he's just trying to get himself off the mark and get some energy and juice going.
First of 2, and the fans and the players of the Waves are hoping that he does get the juices flowing. A song came into my mind earlier on. He made a statement. A Beres Hammond song.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Which one? Because, you know, you
There's
can't
so
mention
many.
just one Beres Hammond song.
I'll tell you a little later on.
Okay.
Was a song to the right. He wants to start from where he left off, but no, he does not. Parker misses that 3. He was sensational in the first half. However, that has died down at the start of the 3rd quarter.
Certainly. But let's see what happens. Hopefully the Waves can capitalize on the calming of the Rivers.
Oh, Dixon Green for 3. Oh, sweet from Dixon Green.
Now here's a player that we need to see come alive. Here's a player that we need to see getting into his rhythm and getting into his game.
Otley driving towards the basket and banking it in off the glass.
But with that man on the floor, it's always going to be a battle.
Wilson, he's fouled. So says the referees on the court. Brewer doesn't think it's a foul.
It's a non-shooting foul, is it?
Yes, it is. So the referee, Olaños, pointed down to the baseline. They took their sweet time. As Berhanen inside, the pass to no one, and then picked up by the big man himself. Berhanen for 3. This all ends up. And however, Wilson was trying to go for the rebound, but it tipped it right to Parker on the other end of the scale.
Berhanen was looking for Walker, but Walker stopped short and didn't finish cutting.
Brewer, Vernon puts the ball on the floor, spin, and over the hands of Walker, the big man, the 7-footer.
Who's feeling it?
To ask Vernon that. Akade driving towards the rim and finishing. Akade, 2 points for Akade. Well, he has gone on to 4 points. Out of that, 2. Oh, lob inside to Brewer, no the pass. And then to the man Vernon, who finishes. And Courtney Campbell's getting excited. Almost threw me off my chair.
Because I told you, Mr. Vernon is that player that's that player that we want to see just start to shine.
Dixon Green inside, looking for the lob instead. Oh, no look pass to the man they call Wilson, and a goaltending against Vernon. As off the rim was going in, tipped away by Vernon. It's 2 more points. This to the Waves. Otley for 3. He was feeling it, rebounded by Walker. Berhanen floated down. Oh, Otley with the steal.
He's everywhere.
Goes by Berhanen.
He's dangerous
inside,
right
can't
there.
finish. And then Berhanen gets it. Swings it down court. The Dixon Green who lays it in. So 59-46 on the board.
Well, finally the duo connect.
Shufford carries the ball up court. Parker looks on, has cooled off somewhat, got hot in that first half. Being harassed by Dixon Green. He goes by Dixon Green and he shoves by Dixon Green.
There's going to be a call there, but I think that was more of an accident than it was a deliberate or any kind of effort foul. He tripped.
Well, Parker asking that it should be 2, and what he's asked for has been granted.
I can't see how, though.
Well, he says he was going to the line.
He tripped.
He was fouled.
He tripped.
He was fouled. Can I say it was a tripping foul?
It's being taken on the outside.
Well,
There's
guess what?
no way that would have been 2 shots.
Well,
And it's also very sketchy that it's a foul.
it's a foul.
Okay.
But was it 2 from the line? That's the next question.
Well, it definitely wasn't. Couldn't have been.
Otley gets the pick
He's
and
deadly
goes up.
when he gets there.
Vernon with the rebound and lays it in. He's living under the rim, Mr. Vernon. We asked before that the coach should set up a tent at the sidelines, but Vernon seems like he has set up a tent under the rim. He's living there.
He's living there and making it happen.
Oh, a three-pointer. That was an air ball. Not the greatest at all from Dixon Green. Otley ran up in a wall. Shufford skips and dance and trying to finish. Vernon again gets the better of Walker. Shufford for 3, thought about it, changed his mind. Oh, shot clock violation.
Too little, too late, Mr. Shufford. Held it just a little too long, bruh.
A little too long.
A lot too long.
A lot too long. Oh, my.
Well, Walker checks out, and the number 33, David Thomas, comes in.
Now the big man himself in every capacity of the word.
Oh, yeah.
Thomas. Dixon Green for Waves, carries the ball up court. They're trailing somewhat, 46-6-1. Oh! You have to finish that. Berhanen, a stop and go. No look pass to Shufford.
That needed a finish for real.
Brewer, Accardi defensively over the hands of Accardi. He gets the jumper, the drop.
Ow. It's almost like Brewer saying, get somebody who can guard me.
Oh, that's what Brewer was saying?
Nah, I think he was injured.
Oh, because he has a height advantage of Accardi. Berhanen, no look pass to Accardi, cuts inside with a jumper, does not make it. Bounce pass, Brewer. No look pass, can't finish. Otley can't finish. No look alley-oop, Otley was in the air, could not bring it home.
He has no one to be upset with other than himself.
Was about to kick out the front door though.
Well,
that did not happen at all. Reaching foul from Parker on Berhanen.
he's going to go home with a lot of bruises.
That's how games are, though. You go home with a lot of bruises, especially physical games. We're not playing chess or tear draft or checkers. We're playing a physical game. We're contact sport.
Okay, Mr. Bruiser.
Oh, come on. Thomas Berhanen puts it on the right, goes by 2 defenders, and lays it in off the glass.
If they can string enough of those together, they can get this lead down to somewhere even more manageable.
Oh, look, Shufford fighting for the layup. He gains the rebound. No, he does not. Forbes back on the court. I think that was a carry. But in the meantime, Wilson! That was a big play from a big man on the court in a big game.
A rim rocking.
Another steal. Forbes again comes up, and he's not home.
Everybody's tearing down the rim now.
He says he was not going to lay up. I'm going to send a statement to the Rivers as the Waves keep now stepping up 52-63 in this third quarter.
Absolutely stunning, those last two plays from the Waves.
Indeed.
That now brings the lead to just 11 points. More math.
Oh, okay.
Just thought I'd share it. Now look at Coach Robinson. Now look at the energy in his conversations. He's now seeing that his team looks like they're ready to start being as they should be. Getting the excitement from those two last plays is certainly going to put them in a position that, hey, we could have a good ball game coming up left from this Waves team.
Well, he's telling talking to his players. So listen to me, gentlemen. We're chipping away at the lead, and it's working so far in this third quarter.
All they have to do, stay focused, keep hitting the rim like they do, and chip away at the lead. We don't need to throw up threes like we're trying to chip down the lead in 5 seconds.
A reminder, though, at the end of the second quarter, the start of the third, 53-35 in favor of the Rivers. However, Rivers are scoring, how much? 10 points so far in this quarter. Otley attacking the rim and finishing with two defenders in his face.
Do I keep saying no one can stop him, or do I just let it go right now?
Let it go. I was about to sing the song, though. Let it go. Let's not. Dixon Green changes from right to left. Oh, no look pass inside to Thomas. The big man. Oh, what a move that was from Thomas. He gains his own rebound. Swings it outside, top of the key. Back inside to Thomas. Trying to use the glass to his efficiency, but Calhoun is there. Shufford again attacking the rim.
It's going to be an offensive foul right there.
He lost control, Shufford, not for the first time.
No.
Whenever he tends to go towards the rim, he does not look for help. He goes hard and actually start to step.
Yes.
And put himself in a rhythm that maybe he can't come out of.
Absolutely. You're absolutely correct. He makes these long, wide steps and tries to step around the player or step through the space, and it doesn't always work.
That is true. The mopping duty has been done by Berhanen. He's a talented player.
Because he can mop?
Yes, he can. He's diverse.
Okay. And
what?
mopping is a skill.
Yes, everything is a skill.
Okay.
Oh, come on, don't be like that. Dixon Green for three. Oh, the rebound goes away of Otley. Has been aggressive.
Hasn't been getting any of those to fall.
Not at all, not today. Shufford for a long three. And rebound by LaShane Wilson. Goes forward, swinging the pass. Look for Dixon Green, who asked for the foul.
Should have gotten a call.
Of course I thought he got fouled. Thought he didn't get fouled, thought he got hacked. But he laid it in.
Referee didn't call it.
Well, my thoughts are not important in the end result. Otley. Turnaround jumper. Oh, that's an air ball. Berhanen goes on the run and he's fouled. And he does not finish. Black called for the foul. He will shoot two, Berhanen. As pointed out by Free Bolaños.
Okay, so now what else is happening is Berhanen is getting a little too... Yeah, I'm sorry.
You want me to go with the background music while you think?
Yeah, you could play the music.
Yeah, no, I could hum the music for you.
Yeah.
Days of Our Lives.
He's getting into it too often with the referees.
Yeah, of course
he needs to dial it down and get it back focused on the court. Let the referees do what the referees are doing.
So
you
let the
cannot
referees
change
do
a call.
what they do.
You can't change a call. The call was made. The referee's call is final pretty much. It's not like we're going to go to replays and change the call. So he needs to get out of the referee's zone of arguments and conversations and just focus on basketball.
All right, let's focus on basketball. 65-54. Berhanen at the line for the first of two. He rattles one in.
Great player, good shooter.
Yeah.
We just need him to settle and get in this game. They've been taking him out of it because of the Haka-Hannen.
Well, the thing you call it Haka-Hannen, but they were just aggressive, and that was the game plan to unsettle him, and it worked.
It worked
for the first two quarters.
It did. It rattled him.
Otley cuts again towards the rim. Rebounded coming in from Parker. Parker now double teamed. Double team has moved. Berhanen been very aggressive. Black.
Nice defensive rotation there.
Another turnover. This for the Rivers.
Parker yelling at his bench that they're not telling him where what the time count is, but as the player on the floor, you have to be aware of it.
Berhanen for three, top of the key, short. Parker spins around to find Shufford. Goes high again, trying to lane, and he's successful off the glass.
A foul on Shufford now.
That was a...
Yeah, he did.
He did hit him though, but come on. Canada said, come on.
You can.
Yeah, come on. Wasn't really that harsh. But it did hit him though.
It's not the harshness of it, it's the actual committing of it.
The foul on Shane Wilson.
It's a 3-second violation. No?
No, it's a foul.
It's a foul, okay.
On Shane Wilson. The fact is that the ball had already passed out of Forbes' hand. He ran past it, hit his hand.
Yeah, but I told you it's a 3-second violation.
Okay.
But
well, I thought it was a foul, or 3 second. Not for the first time, it's the third time we've seen the 3-second violation in this game. Shufford, again, careless. When he tends to dribble, he tends to lose it sometimes.
Yeah, he tends to get a little out of
Berhanen
control. Nice.
Thought about right, thought about left, and the glass was there to bank it home.
Nice touch.
Black.
The defense is working now.
Shouldn't they?
They're trying to turn the tide in this river.
A three from Parker, rebounded by LaShane Wilson. Forbes goes forward between two defenders and failed to lay it in.
Would have wanted that to go down, DeAndre.
Oh, failed to finish again by Shufford. Bounce pass at Forbes. Finding all alone the big man, Dixon Green.
He's been silent most game.
Well, it's a 7-point game now. There's no silence here. At one point, they're leading by 20 points. Otley, he double-teamed. Now the pass to Black, who could not handle that pass. Oh, between the legs of Berhanen, finding Parker. Otley for three. Have to look at the shot clock. Otley again, trying to lay it in. And off the hands of Otley. Goes outside. It will be Waves ball.
Third quarter demons.
They're demons in the third quarter?
Rising up in this river.
Oh, okay. Not for the Waves, though.
Not for the Waves.
Forbes, long pass. Dixon Green, who never realized pass was coming, attacking the rim, can't finish. But it is Thomas.
Thomas
the
can.
Big man there, not on his first, but his second attempt to lay it in. A 5-point differential, 6-7, 6-2.
So Thomas was brought in to answer.
Wild shot from Otley.
To answer the missing Tyron Walker.
Oh, beautiful movement and finishing is
and
Thomas.
Answer he did.
Berhanen, the Dixon Green, to the big man Thomas with a big finish.
So the gaps that were left while Walker was on the court, Thomas is being asked to fill them, and he's doing it well.
Well, Parker answering a chance for a 3-point play, attacking the defense of the Waves got hacked, got fouled, got pinched on the way in. He made it, and he goes to the line to complete a 3.
Looks like a timeout.
Yeah, third quarter action. Under 2 minutes to go to complete the third quarter.
How much was the lead?
At least 20. At the start of the third, it was 53-35.
Wow. And where are we now?
50, 64, 69.
How easily the tide has turned.
Easily.
There's nothing easy about it.
Not at all. Obviously, Vernon being very vocal. Ludlow Barker, the coach, in the yellow shirt, telling his players to relax, calm down. We have this all under control. Just leading by 5 points, and they do have it under control. Do you think that? No comment, Courtney?
No. I was just trying to hear what Coach Barker was saying because...
You were trying to hear what Coach Barker is saying.
Yeah.
You have sensitive hearing.
I have photographic hearing.
Should I even comment?
No, leave it alone. I'm just liking the play from David Thomas. As I said, he came in replacing Tyrion Walker and was doing all the things that Walker would have needed to have been doing and doing them well.
Walker is not necessarily the greatest mover on the court.
Not necessarily, no.
And Thomas is a better mover. He's a more aggressive.
Lot more active, yes.
Yeah, more active than Walker, who is a big man. And I think he's skilled, but needs to impose himself more in the game. A chance for a 3-point play. Parker finishing. Oh, Kishing-Ching, that he just heard. 13 points for Parker. Jonathan is his first name. 6-point game. Berhanen behind the back. Between two defenders. Lays it off to Thomas.
Oh, wow.
The big man Thomas, he's all smiles with the lollipop hairstyle.
Is that what it's called?
I don't know. I'm just making that up. Parker dishes it out to Johnson. For 3, Otley, and he buries it. Otley for 3. Said, don't forget about me.
Oh, yes. I like it.
21 points and 7 boards. The latter stages of the third quarter. Berhanen dancing to the rim and
nice
finishing with the left hand.
Wow. So I guess it's going to be a real game after all, huh?
25 points for Berhanen. Yes, it is.
Oh, that's a heavy pick set by Vernon.
Parker outside to Brewer. Brewer for 3. Oh, and it came off the hand of Vernon. So says the referee.
Just about 16 seconds left. Let's see if they can get 2 more points before they close this third quarter.
Shot clock turned off. Can they cut the deficit a little bit more? Berhanen in possession. Buckles down, trying to go around Parker. Oh, it goes by Parker and finishes.
Does.
What a stop, sent Parker to the right. He sent Parker to the river.
And then splashed the wave on him.
Woo! End of the third quarter, 73-70, a 3-point lead for the Rivers over the Waves, who came roaring back in this third quarter. What a game. And the National Arena, the League One Caribbean Basketball League, it's all about the winter season. Courtney Campbell, tell me more of what we saw in the third quarter.
Welcome back, Waves. Welcome back, Mr. Berhanen. Not so much from Dixon Green, but still effective and still trying to hold it down for his team. But the big, and I have to say big insert for the Waves has been David Thomas. That's been the difference maker in this third quarter for the Waves team. He was moving, he's active, he's on the boards, he's everywhere, defensively and offensively, and there you see David Green. We'll have to call him the answer Waves, the Waves answer for the third quarter, and is part of a big part of the reason why they're only now down by 3.
A lot of smiles from his teammates, but he's ready, he's consuming, and he's ready to battle in the fourth and final quarter. Vernon on the other end is trying to urge his players. Or you are saying, Courtney?
Yes, on the other hand, the Rivers are wondering, how did this slip away? They got complacent, I think, but let's take nothing away from the Waves team. The Rivers team did get a little complacent. They did start to do a little bit less than they did before, even though Otley was still himself. Even though Otley was still himself. So we had a lot of misses from Shufford. We had a quiet third quarter from Brewer.
That's true.
Vernon did his best.
Well, he actually was working under the rim.
Vernon did his best. So it was between Vernon and Otley that were kind of keeping this where it is right now. Parker went more or less silent compared to the first half and the first 2 quarters.
Decision making for Shufford has to be better in the fourth quarter if he comes back on the court, which I expect him to do that as a point guard.
He's going to come back on because he's one of the role players that they need.
Parker cuts to the left. Brewer, top of the key. For the Rivers, being harassed by LaShane Wilson. Otley puts the ball on the floor between 3 players, and it's taken away. And a foul by Vernon. And it's going to be the Waves ball.
Otley wanted contact call. It could have gone, but it would have been really light.
Would have been gone.
It could have been called.
I never said called, it was gone.
But it was all over with, so hey.
So Dixon Green puts the ball on the floor.
They so need his energy
turns
right
around.
Now.
Vernon.
Tipped home by Wilson.
Of course he did. He's looking at his coach and said, of course I did. Otley being double teamed. The screen comes. Still Otley.
Stolen by Dixon Green.
Gave it away. Forbes is fouled. Forbes is fouled. Being helped up to his feet by LaShane Wilson. Take it to the side, though.
Look at the faces of the Waves team.
Look at Forbes.
That's not the way they looked earlier. The first half, nobody was smiling. Now look at them. They're feeling the energy. But we need to...
Coach Robinson's feeling the energy. He's on the sidelines.
Well, he was always standing up, but...
Berhanen turning away from 2. Pull-up jumper. Can't finish back of the rim.
Got his rebound, though.
By Berhanen. No look pass to Thomas. Turning around. Little hook there. From Thomas, can't finish. Otley holds on the play for the Rivers. Swings it. No look pass inside to Johnson. Then to Vernon, a foul.
Oh, Dixon Green called for that foul, but he was trying to be sneaky and knock it away from behind. But referee Bolaños was right there to make the call. Did you say Shufford would be coming back in soon?
Yes, I did. And Parker being taken out.
Shufford for Parker.
You have to ask Coach London Parker about that. Vernon. Otley for 3. Did not make it, though. And that should be a loose ball foul on Forbes because he was holding Johnson. Shufford, bounce pass, Vernon. Oh, that hits the rim, Brewer. And Johnson is there. Another foul, this time with a call on Thomas, reaching foul.
That was Brewer with the shot, by the way.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it to fall. Shouts of defense coming from the Waves bench as the ball is taken out of bounds for yet another inbound.
Shufford, we spoke about him and his selection. Almost taken away. Goes around 2 sweetly. Lays it off outside. Brewer for 3. He makes it. So 3 more points in the 4. Coast to coast. And finishing is Berhanen. And he will go to the line to shoot 1. Brewer not liking the call. But 76-74, that's the score. And Vernon now can cut the lead to 1.
Vernon not liking the call either.
Referee Michael Johnson. Ball in his hand. Having a sprinter's name, Michael Johnson. By the looks of things, don't think he can run a 50 meters by himself.
Wasn't he involved in the Dandy Shandy move too?
No, he was. Was he? I'm trying to remember.
I think it was him.
Okay. Going towards the line, finding Johnson. Oh, for the jumper, the rebound by Forbes.
Important possession this here for the Waves.
Berhanen, Dixie Green, and a foul by Vernon on Dixie Green. He thought he got all ball, Vernon, but he sends the man to the line, Dixie Green, to shoot two.
A chance to tie and possibly take the lead.
Possibly. Thought it was short when he left his hand, and it was indeed.
Just a little hurried on the shot. Needs to settle down and make a good shot now.
And he makes the second.
So we're all tied up at 76, coming from a 20-point lead at the beginning of the third quarter.
Well, less than 20 actually, but it was 20 points in the second quarter. But in the meantime, dancing, holding, swinging inside to Vernon, who was fouled by LaShane Wilson. He'll shoot two.
Wilson doesn't think he was fouled.
Well, it's not. Sometimes your parents will tell you it's a thought that counts.
Well, his thought didn't count here.
But not in this arena. Your thought as a player does not count.
Does not. But Vernon, as I told you, Vernon is one of those players that just never stops. And he's been a difference maker for the Rivers right through this season.
Well, he misses the first.
Those are parts of the ball game that he will need to work on in the offseason and when he gets back to training camp and stuff. But certainly his attitude towards the game and his awareness and his alertness have been effective.
Misses the second. Rebounded by Wilson. Forbes playing a point guard role. He cuts towards the basket, up and under, and gets the roll.
Sweet. That's where we use your phrase, and we say that was sweet.
Lemonade.
Oh, come on, referee. Really?
Does he get the continuation, though?
It appears that they do.
So he got the continuation because the scoreboard reads 78 apiece.
It appears that the continuation does count, and it's a three-point opportunity to convert to 3 points.
Shepherd at the line. And he does just that, 79-78. Decision making was a big question mark over Shepherd's play in that third quarter. Berhanen dishes out to Wilson for three. And in and out, rebound by Thomas, and he lays it in.
The difference maker with the lollipop hairstyle.
Shepherd, bounce pass, Otley. Oh, Otley gave it away. Dixie Green come away with it. It's still Dixie Green. And Forbes can't handle the pass. It was under the rim all alone, waiting, looking at his watch, looking at his timer, waiting for the ball. It came, and he could not handle it.
Wow. Wow, that's wanty, can't get it. Dash away.
No, want it. Well, oh, come on. Oh, come on. Get it, dash away. Oh, come on. That's a Jamaican lingua. Get it, dash away. I never heard about that before. Otley with a fake inside, under the rim, all alone is Shepherd. Using the glass. 81-80. It's a close battle between the two. Shepherd has scored 17 points.
Well, we questioned his decision making. That was a good decision right there.
Turning is Berhanen, but that was short.
I knew that was short.
Back to Berhanen.
Come on, Berhanan, you got to help it out.
Top
Give
of
it up.
the key, attacking the rim and going around Calhoun.
So we're going to keep going back and forth.
In terms of lead change.
Lead changes.
Shufford, a 3 from Shufford, short.
There we have the decision-making question again.
Otley.
He did have the numbers, but...
Bounce pass inside.
Oh!
And jamming home is Calhoun.
Calhoun!
And there's a player down, though. Seems
It's
like
Lushane.
Shane Wilson doing that play. Hopefully he's okay, though. He gets up. And you have to be careful, though, to be honest, in any game at all. I mean, when you have players who fall and certainly hit their head because of the concussion rule.
Yeah. Yeah.
Extremely important.
But how about the 7-footer getting himself on the board with a nice jam?
Oh, Green with that three-pointer around the back is Shufford. Looks left, looks right, still Shufford with the ball. Bounce pass inside, Brewer gets it, the jumper from Brewer. Hits the rim, a rebound by Forbes. Verhanen. Darts to the right, spin move, and a dish to Forbes, and again, Forbes can't hold on.
Oh, that's the second one he's mishandled a little bit.
Come on, Forbes, come on. That's what I hear a person in the crowd is saying. But 83-82, the Rivers, they lead over the Waves. They're in the fourth quarter. And a tussle.
Let's see who this is going to be called on.
Berhanen and Parker. Parker went to the floor. Doesn't mean that Berhanen is a guilty party.
It's Parker that gets the call.
Well, Parker says he didn't slide.
Parker's amazed.
So whose possession, though?
Parker called for the foul and gets the ball back in?
I don't think so, though. I don't know if it's a double foul. Again, Shufford attacking the rim. Is a continuation. I think the route of the yes, it is. Continuation, 85-82. For the second time in this match, Shufford, who has now gone on to 19 points, has gained the nod from the referees.
Indeed. Big man Ricky Shufford, 6'4" out of the United States.
82-85, the Waves, they trail by 3 and could trail by 4 if Shufford scores. However, if he does not, it's still by 3, but he scores.
He scores, makes it.
So it's by 4. The Waves, they trail the Rivers. Forbes, reach-in foul by Shufford on Forbes. Seen by referee Bolaños.
He was right there looking at it, too.
Imagine
there was
that's
no
his job.
mistake about that.
Well, that's his job, though. So timeout called. London Barker says, listen to me. I am the one who is calling the plays. Listen to me. You must listen to me.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining that's what he's saying, though.
Yeah.
To be honest. By his
Kinda looks
gesticulation.
like that. It does look like that, though.
So
you know what we should do?
What should we do? Mic him?
We should say what we think they're saying.
No. No. Not at all, not at all. Lord. And the cameraman is a devil because the cameraman went closer to his mouth for us to do that.
Like, I want jerk chicken. No, you shouldn't have jerk chicken. You should.
I think you watched those cartoons back in the day. But this is intriguing between the two teams, the Rivers and the Waves.
It is, but Calhoun has given the Rivers some very good minutes.
Yeah, and Parker still sits on the bench, though, and they're telling Calhoun what not to do or what to do. I mean, he's a team player.
Yeah.
Not getting the minutes right now, but the person who is on for him, is still helping them, assisting them.
Which is what you want from your team, that kind of cooperation and cohesiveness.
Lushane Wilson, got the tip in after gaining the rebound off his own shot. Starts well, he has gone to 10 points. 10 boards. Otley thought about it. Brewer back to Otley. Want to set the screen though. Was going left,
Nice
going right.
block by Lushane. You barely blocked it.
The ball floated down, looking for Lushane Wilson. Could not hold on. I don't know what he's saying though. The last touch came off Wilson.
He was trying to. Hey, listen, it happened.
What could he be saying?
Something. Try something.
No. No.
You're gonna say, oops.
No.
It came off him.
Oh, please. Shufford inside, trying to go around with Dixon Green for the steal. Intended pass was for Brewer.
Still working, but not the best game, or not what we know Dixon Green is capable of. But he's still working. He's still out there, still doing.
Black committed by leaving the floor. The ball put down to Lushane Wilson all alone, high off the glass. 2 more points.
All tied up.
And you sing that song. 12 points for Wilson. Otley. You remember, the Rivers are searching for their first win. Turn around.
Oh.
Fouls will be called for that foul.
Really? Where was that foul?
Or Akade. Not Fouls, pardon me. Akade. Fouls is not on the court. So Akade back on the court for the Waves.
And with the kind of production they're getting from David Thomas, Walker hasn't seen the floor again.
He'll be shooting too.
How? Are they over the limit? They're over the limit.
Okay. Well, he makes the first.
So note to self, if you're coach Rowan Robinson, do not commit fouls on Shufford.
And he makes a second.
He has not missed from the line.
88-86. Berhanen carries the ball up court for the Waves. Being harassed somewhat by Black. Oh, the floater by Berhanen with the right hand.
There's the Berhanen we knew.
That's a chef floater delicacy.
Oh, yes. Served on a platter.
Oh.
With garnish.
Oh. Otley.
Here's another dangerous person in that move.
Wanting to answer, swings it outside to Shufford. Did not take the 3, came inside.
That's a travel.
And then was looking for Otley, deflected out. So it will be Waves to try and take the lead. Berhanen again between the 2 defenders. And he finds Shane Wilson to use the glass to bank it home.
Calhoun went for the block, but he just barely got it over his fingertips.
Waves, they take the lead once again. Black for the Rivers. Trying to bulldoze himself in, bounce pass, and jamming home is Calhoun. 2-hand jam.
I'm 7 feet for a reason.
Berhanen at the other end, he floats. But they're going for the rebound, and it goes. I don't see it's the Waves ball. It's the Waves ball. And after that jam, Calhoun has been taken out and Vernon in.
He's 7 feet tall for a reason.
Yes, he is. Dixon Green finding Berhanen. 3-pointer, top of the key shot. Rebounded by Berhanen, who is all over the court. A fadeaway jumper. A rebounded Shufford. Shufford dart to the right, and he pushes off Berhanen with the left elbow.
Berhanen's going to be called for that. I can't see how, though.
Well, if you watch the play again, the left elbow of Shufford went up to ease off Berhanen. However, went the other way.
And now they're going to shoot 2.
Because they're over the limit.
Didn't we say the rule should be don't foul Shufford?
But was it a foul, though?
I don't think it was a foul.
Well, the referees who are on the court or are closer to the play think it's a foul.
Well, Shufford is taking advantage of it.
Why not?
And rightly so.
Well, he makes all.
No reason not to. Timeout by Rowan Robinson with Just about 4 minutes left in this game.
And what a game we're having, though. At one point, we thought it was a runaway game.
Yeah.
And then it's a ding-dong battle between the Rivers and the Waves.
And a lot of the splashing and dashing have kind of died down now.
Yeah. And certainly, we thought it was going to be a thrashing, but that has not worked out.
Not at all. Not at all. And as we take a look at the Waves bench, there's the gentleman who I call the difference maker with the lollipop hairstyle, as per my compatriot, David Thomas. 6'8", doing so much more than I can believe was expected. I don't know. Or maybe they did expect it.
Maybe they did. Well, the applause ringing out.
He has certainly filled the gap where Tyron Walker was supposed to have been.
Yeah.
And they asked, he delivered. And he's now on the floor to continue doing that. As we look at this Rivers team, who have done their darndest to try and run away with it, didn't keep it up. Now they still have a chance with a 2-point lead. 4 minutes left to play.
Or the pass to Wilson. Wilson carries the ball up court. A young man that can fly. Dixie Green has Berhanen to his left, Wilson to his right. Swings and finds Wilson, who cuts inside and runs into the wall of Vernon. And I think Vernon was moving, though. To be honest.
That was very close. That would be a 50-50 for me. That was very close to a charge.
But in the meantime, it will be Wilson with 2 from the line.
But Vernon definitely not shy about taking the contact.
Not at all. Makes the first. His percentage hasn't been great from the line, though. But it's certainly serving up some good shots here this evening. Vernon with a tip.
I thought the ref was going to make a call there.
Well, you thought wrong.
But they both stepped in before.
Exactly. That's why I allowed it to continue. Shufford for the Rivers, who leads by 1. Attacking the rim. He's going for the line to shoot 2. He's going to live at a free throw line with 3:30 left on the clock to close out the 4th quarter and the match. If it does not go into,
well, that's fine, but, you know.
it's fine to go overtime?
It's fine to go overtime.
Okay.
But you do realize that him living at the line is the reason why all this is happening, because they get to shoot 2 every time there's a foul.
Yeah. Well, he gets to shoot 2.
Oh, he enjoys it too.
Shufford with the first.
Oh,
misses.
Finally a miss.
Woo!
Did I say finally? I meant unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Rivers. Goes for the second.
Like he couldn't miss. He's not shooting the way he did before.
Well, he makes the second. Gone on to 25 points for Shufford. Forbes back on the court.
Forbes not sure where he wants to go.
Berhanen. Fadeaway jumper. And a rebound by Wilson, who's fouled. And he makes it. Are you kidding me? He goes to the line to shoot 1. They tried to complete a 3-point play. The scores are level at 93 apiece.
It's his uncanny leaping ability that makes him so dangerous.
And he makes it. The Waves, they take the lead, 94-93. Wilson now to 17 points. Otley.
Otley, who has gone quiet in this last few minutes.
Well, a bounce pass inside to Shufford. Shufford cuts inside, still Shufford. Up and under, and does not make it. Rebounded by Thomas. Wilson dishes off to Berhanen, goes between two defenders, swings it on the left, it's to Dixon Green, who can't make the three. Black dishes out to Otley. Otley between three defenders and does not get the roll. Berhanen at the other end. Oh, he gets the rebound and gets it in.
He doesn't want to go quietly into the night.
Not at all, not at all. 96-93. Otley. Cuts inside. Oh, it's a steal by Thomas. Berhanen comes away with it and jumps home.
We know we're going to get a timeout now.
98-93, 1:53 on the clock. Guess what? Berhanen has moved on to 30 what? I think 38 points, though.
We'll have to confirm that one, but certainly Berhanen has come alive in these last 2 quarters.
Ludler Barker, though, look a little bit bemused. Looks in awe, still having a word with Shufford.
Telling them we don't need to rush it. We have the game. We can play our ball game that we were playing before. Let's get back to it. But here's a question for me. Where is Otley? He has gone quiet.
Well, he's on the court, having a lot of the ball, though, but it's dribbling outside the perimeter.
Yeah, but he's just camping outside. Maybe he's tired. I don't know what it is, but I'm not seeing the Otley who started this game.
No, you're not. I think he's run out of gas somewhat, or he's on a quarter tank.
I don't know.
And saving, trying to not run out of gas. When you're driving home and you reach quarter tank and some distance to go, you don't want to run out of gas, so you don't want to step on that gas pedal too much, too hard.
Otley and Parker have gone quiet.
Well, Parker, no look pass outside to Black for 3. Rebounded.
And there's the man who's been keeping them in it so far.
Shufford can't finish.
But his conversion has been on and off at best.
Shane Wilson.
Mainly at the free
no
throw
look
line.
pass to Dixon Green, who can't finish.
But
Forbes is there. Say it, Courtney. Say it.
No.
So 100-93. Oh,
block.
But he gets a foul. He was going to the line.
Who gets the foul?
Thomas called for the foul.
Let's see.
And Shufford would go to the line.
It's on Shufford. He was rolling on the ground, grabbing the feet of the player that was stepping over him, who I believe was Thomas.
Oh, my word.
So Shufford gets called for the foul.
Oh, my word. Are they over the limit?
I do believe we'll see. Yes. Shufford not happy.
Not at all.
But
they can't be happy, though.
But he made a play that really didn't need to be made. He could have let that go.
Well, the Rivers, searching for their first win, were in a gigantic position at one point in the game. That has dwindled. It's a little bit of confusion happening on the court here.
He does.
Got called for the technical?
I believe that is a technical.
Thomas shoots and make it.
Wow. So in his debut, we have to call it, 13 points for David Thomas.
I don't know what was said, though. Thomas gets the roll, and they get back the ball. And they get back the ball.
I believe it was then a technical foul.
Yes, it was.
Because of the interference. No, it's not. Yeah, it was a technical foul.
Oh, Dixon Green, where is the defense of the Rivers?
Wow.
Where is the defense of the Rivers?
Otley hangs his head and shakes his head in disgust.
A foul by Wilson will send Parker to the line.
But Otley's expression says it all right there. It's almost like
They've given up.
I can't believe we're doing this again. Just when they could have tasted victory. Still not over yet, though.
Not at all. London Barker looks at the pressed coach. Has to be.
You have to ask yourself, how, when, what did I do wrong?
Well, you have to as a coach. Just over a minute left in this matchup. Parker with the first. Does not make it.
He was hot in the first 2 quarters. Hitting it from beyond the arc and just inside the arc. And all of a sudden, the river dried up.
Yes, indeed. Not fully, though. There's sediments in the sand.
Well, they
So
now
makes-
have 10 points to
One from
chip
2.
away at.
Thomas. Oh, that's steal by Shufford. Otley finds Shufford. Thinks about the 3. Black.
Dave
Brewer for
standing.
3. Does not make it. Rebounded. Lays it off. A 3 that goes awry. And a rebound by Berhanen. Showing his ball handling skills. Making monkey faces off Otley. Oh, it goes round and round. Then to Forbes. The shot clock winds down and he's 6 seconds on the shot clock. Forbes goes in. Still Forbes taken away by Brewer. Shufford
Not the
goes
way they
to
would
the
have
rim
wanted that to end.
and can't finish. There will be a foul. Parker on Berhanen.
Oh, but they get the ball back because
the ball went outside.
Berhanen was on the line.
Oh, my word. Brewer for 3. Makes it. 97. 104, 97. Forbes running down the clock. Wilson.
Levy.
Yeah. Berhanen. Wilson. And that just signals the end of the matchup. 104-97.
Wow.
The Waves, they came back from a 20-point deficit to defeat the Rivers in the second game of 2 right here at the National Arena. Your thoughts, Courtney?
Wow, a disappointing way to finish this game after the kind of start that they had. I expected so much more from the Rivers after they got the rhythm and they got the energy. They got the, seems to be some issues happening there with Berhanen, but certainly we need to get back to how did this happen to the Rivers? We can't even figure that out. But it'll be under control in a little bit.
Yeah, let's move on though. But the players are just, they're upset and words being said, and that's how it is at times. That's sports
The
at
emotions gets high
at times, yeah.
And it's hard for the Rivers to accept this based on how they started this game and what they came in to try and achieve. So cooler heads have prevailed, and they're congratulating each other, and that's what we want to see from the teams. I was particularly impressed with what Coach Barker started out with his team with. They just couldn't maintain. However, Rowan Robinson, the experience that he has, what he has taught his team or what he has brought to his team and what they have brought to the floor surfaced and showed itself in the last 2 quarters, taking them over the edge, giving them the win today in this second match of the day 4 of the Elite One Caribbean basketball winter season.
Indeed, as the Waves coming out victors, their 3rd win in this matchup, their 2nd in the competition, because Horizon, they have 4 wins. Waves, they have how many? 3 wins.
3 wins.
While the next team in the Storm, they have just 1 win. And you know that the Rivers are yet to gain a win just yet.
Yeah.
In terms of the doubleheader, we have about a minute to go to close out, though. A doubleheader on the evening. Horizon in the first game, and the second game, the Waves. Great basketball this evening at the National Arena.
Yeah, so we've seen 2 come back from behind wins. in the two games this evening, and we expected the Horizon to have been a little further ahead than where they were when they started the game, but of course they came back like champions and pulled out the win. Then we had the Waves, who we would have thought would have been even more challenged when the Rivers brought it on. They came out, did what they had to do, and came away with the win. So hats off to both of them.
Well, guess what? Hats off to M1 Production, bringing you this game here from the National Arena on the grounds of Independence Park Limited. This is day number 4, or was day number 4. We'll be back on Saturday, the Elite One Caribbean Basketball League, with another doubleheader right here from Kingston, Jamaica. Courtney.
Yes, sir.
Campbell.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful working with you. Sean Grant
Thank you,
in the
sir.
house. And certainly the Winter League getting hotter in Kingston, Jamaica.
Oh,
Until
yes.
then.
All right.